I was dealing with men that just did not have even a piece of paper to write down who they are, what they like, what they want, what's their vision in life. But then they wanted to bring me in to all their struggles, their mysteries, their suffering at the beginning of stages. So hi guys, welcome back to Spirituality with Eloisa, where we really talk about anything where it's going to get our spirit connected to our higher divine self. And that means in all aspects of life. This is a video for my girlies. This message that I'm going to be relaying today is definitely going to be a message for myself as well. And today we're going to talk about showing up for yourself. Like really doing anything and everything that yourself needs, that you feel like you need from someone else that you can't give yourself. When in reality, you can give it to yourself and you will never need it from someone else, but rather it would be a plus if you still get it from someone else. A little background story on my situation so that we can get deeper into what I'm trying to get into today. So if you're like me, I've been in situations where I had mommy and daddy issues. At the same time, I felt like I lived in this fantasy world where I wanted to be treated like a princess, like a queen, like a goddess. And I believed that I should have an easy life. And I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still do. And I want all my girlies to have an easy life. But with that came, mind you, with the daddy and mommy issues too, I'm out here trying to find love and attention from the wrong people that I thought or I believed could have given me that princess treatment, the queen treatment, the goddess treatment, where I could be in my feminine energy. But then I ended up being in situations, especially with significant others, where I was looking for the love and the attention from the wrong places, especially because I'm a lover girl. Like when I love hard. I just really feel like love is just my nature. Like I want to love. I want to give this divine love and share it with people. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I've realized that because I can never get it from people the way I really wanted it, I ended up giving it to myself. But we're going to get more into that as well. So I ended up being in relationships where they really could not meet my needs how I wanted them to. And at the time, I thought that this is how life was going to be. And in reality, I was attracting people that were sucking my energy. They were sucking the pureness out of me. They were sucking the goodness out of me, the loving parts out of me, the parts where I just love to give and do and nurture and care. The people that were taking advantage of me. I was attracting hurt people. But then it's all to say because, well, hold on. This isn't about trying to blame myself and everything because I'm still learning through it all. I'm just saying, aside from my mistakes and my wrongs, what was happening outside of me. So I was attracting all those type of people and I was putting them on a pedestal and I was having expectations for them. I was realizing, no, something's wrong. Because why is it that I'm caring more than you're caring? Why is it that I'm giving more than what you're giving? Why do I feel like you're just taking? I'm really trying out here to be so good to you guys, to really put my foot in and show y'all that I'm being for real. My whole body is inside the door. It's not half in, half out. Something was off. And I'm just like, these love don't seem genuine because people talk about, oh, if they aren't toxic, they don't care for you. If they aren't overprotective of you, they don't care for you. If they, like, this whole toxic thing that society likes to talk about in the past was like, they have to act a certain way because that shows that they care. But it was in ways that was very detrimental to my well-being and my health. And it, in return, was actually toxic. But because people glamorize toxicity, I thought that was the norm. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is what I had to go through, But then I'm like, why am I sad? Why am I anxious? Why am I stressed? Why am I feeling even more insecure? Why am I suffering more? Why am I going through more shit? Who glamorized going through all that? And that also goes into people glamorize really going through certain struggles and misery points of the significant others parts in the beginning of stages. That does not make sense to me, you guys. I'm sorry, but it does not make sense to me as to why For example, a man wants to date me, but you don't have your stuff together. You don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with yourself or with me. You don't have the mental intelligence to deal with yourself or me. The spiritual intelligence and all that stuff to deal with yourself or me. You can barely hold your own weight. So what makes you think you can hold my weight too? You are still trying to figure yourself out, at least the basics of it. What do you want to do? What's your drive? What's your motivation? What's your goals? At least that. I'm not saying you got to have it figured out and be Elon Musk with all this money, whatever, but it's like with a six-pack, all tall, like even saying all that, but it's like, I was realizing that like I was dealing with men that just did not have even a piece of paper to write down who they are, what they like, what they want, what's their vision in life. But then they wanted to bring me in to all their struggles, their mysteries, their suffering at the beginning of stages. Y'all, that does not make sense to me. Like, I'm all about a ride or die, but at the beginning of stages, I think that the beginning of stages, when I'm trying to get to know someone and you're going through so much stuff like that, you need to, like, I hate to say it, but leave me out of it. Like, that, no. Because I'm already, like, trying to build myself up and trying to create myself and brand myself and just make something out of myself because it's just me out here. And, like, I don't know, guys. I just feel like from a man, I don't think they should put a woman in that position in the beginning of stages. Just because it's not that, like, you're a gold digger, you just want me for the money, for what I got. No, but, like, you not being where you want to be in life, especially if you don't even have a blueprint, you don't have goals, ambitions, drives, and you just want somebody to be your ride or die and hold your hand, when in reality, you can't even hold your hand to go through this stuff. You know how many emotions and feelings are going to come with that? Or you're going to be even worse, too comfortable with it all, that you don't even care to try to improve and progress for not just you, but for the person that, as a man, that you want to bring into your life. Like, I believe that all of my girlies need to experience that loving life, that peaceful life, that joyful life, where abundance of luxurious experiences come with it, where abundance of love come with it, abundance of nurturing and care and giving and receiving and gifting comes with it. I don't want nobody to suffer. And I'm sorry that, men, y'all got to suffer at the beginning to get where you want to be, to give that girl that life that you should want to give her. But at the same time, it's like, we all got to suffer, okay? And one thing about me is, like, I don't want to be involved in people's suffering, especially in the beginning of stages, you guys. Like, it's different if, we had something going on beginning of stages and everything was good. We were living life, and, sometimes life happens, and, sometimes some people may hit rock bottom again, or maybe things happen where you need to step back a little bit and replan and make a new blueprint. And then, yes, you can have your women there to stick with you and help you get back up because y'all been up. But in the beginning of stages, like, you guys, it's so much more than, oh, you don't want to be with me because I'm not buying you all these materialistic stuff, because I'm not giving you the car, the house, the vacations. But it's like, if we're not living life, what are we doing? If you're not giving yourself that lifestyle where you want to live and have fun and enjoy, what are you doing? And why would you want to bring a woman that I pray that you want into this life to suffer with you in the beginning of stages? But at the same time, sometimes, like I said, life happens later on in the stages when y'all get together, whatever. I'm not against that. I want my men to have their down, ride or die girlfriend. But then again, I think I'm only speaking because of my experience. And I went through that 4 times with men that just didn't even have a blueprint. I think, I'm not going to lie, if you have a blueprint as a man and you have actually, like, you're really trying out here, you may not have all the car and all the money, the penthouse or whatever, like, I'll give you some slack. Yeah, you can, I pray that you really do find a girl that sees your drive and your potential, just like you see your drive and your potential. I guess my message is really for these girlies. I need you to hear this out, that if you're dating someone, don't struggle with a man if he doesn't even have a blueprint, is what I'm saying. Because these men literally will not have a blueprint, but will expect you to be their ride or die. Like, my boy, we in this boat. You want me to get on a boat with you, but you don't even know where you're going. Like, we're just gonna be sitting here on a boat in the middle of the ocean where there's no one around, nothing around, and you want me to struggle with you? And you don't even know where we're gonna go to get some food and fresh water? Like, that's what I'm saying. But if the man that you're interested in wants you to get on this boat with him, but he has the map, the compass, the blueprint, all this stuff, and he's prepared with like the food and some fresh water because he knows that it could take some time, but he got the basics of it, then go ahead. Go be his ride or die. Okay? I'm just saying, like I said, my message comes because from my experience, I was dealing with the ones that didn't have the blueprints. And I'm just here to tell my girlies this message that is like, do not get into a relationship with a man that does not even have a blueprint. Because if this man does not have a blueprint for himself, there's not going to be a blueprint for you guys. A relationship is not cheap. Being in a relationship is, I mean, although it's not about money, but does he have the space to provide a safe space for you and for him? And not just like for you, but for him too. Like, is he giving you that space to where you can bring him your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings? Can he even do that himself? Is he providing himself that safe space to where he can be vulnerable with himself, where he can be realistic with himself, where he can be like, you know what, there's this parts of myself that I don't like and I need to change now? Does he have that drive to take himself to where he needs to be because he righteously deserves to be there like we all do? Or is he in a victim mentality where it's like he's always just blaming everything and everybody for not working, for nothing working out, but like not looking within himself to see what's really the problem? So to my girlies, again, I'm here to tell y'all, I'm your big sister, I'm your friend. I'm here to tell you guys that if you can't find a man that doesn't even have a blueprint yet, let alone his blueprint is already out and about and just making shit happen, don't be with that man. And this just means that you need to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. What is it that you need? Because what you need and what you give yourself, what you need in return, you should give to yourself. And what you give to yourself in return, you will attract those that can give you more of what you need. And at the same time, this is, again, we're focusing on what can you give yourself first? What can you provide for yourself first? Because the universe, God, will only bring to you those that are a reflection of you. Like me, then I was like attracting men that just didn't have the blueprint, didn't have the drive, the motivation. They didn't see their potential, but I did. That clearly says that I was able to see all of that within myself and was hoping that I could see that in these people and was giving them the chance. But sometimes you can't change people or force them to move at the pace that you want to move at. You know, sometimes you really got to just let people, like, just see them for who they are and where they're at right now. And does it make sense, or does it align with where you're going and where you're at right now? That's all I'm saying. Like, back then, I was just so caught up on the love, trying to get this connection, trying to feel wanted, trying to feel special, trying to feel seen, but was forgetting that all that is cool and stuff, but with a man that is like, that really has that drive like you do. Because all of them don't. I hate to say, but don't. They want to be treated like the princess, like the queen. But you can't be the provider and protector, but also want to be in your feminine energy. We both can't be the provider and protectors. Like, my ladies need a provider and a protector. That's what they're best at. Like, the men out here are best at that. Like, I'm not going to lie. Anyways, so to my ladies. And then I was like, yeah, this doesn't seem right. You know, of course, I was disappointed plenty of times. I was let down plenty of times. My expectations, my standards, my boundaries were all just shitted on. They were just like stepped on, all that stuff thrown to the back. They didn't care. And that's when I said, you know what? I'm done. I am done. This whole glamorizing toxic people, ride or die at the beginning with someone that is suffering, that doesn't even know doesn't even have a blueprint in the beginning. Like, no. And my girlies, I need you to hear this. No. N-O. No. We're done with that. And if you can't, not even can't, but if you haven't found a man yet that got the blueprint at least, or the blueprint is set and done and in motion and all that, then you need to focus on yourself. I'm not here to say to not go out and date and find this person, or to drop this man that's got the blueprint and set in motion if you don't have yourself together. I'm not saying that, because there's been plenty of times where I'm trying to go just laser focus with myself and what I want to do in life. But then at the same time, you don't want to become like severely independent because of your past traumas, where you don't allow a man that really wants to help and provide for you and protect. You don't want to block off those men, because there could be like really high potentials with those people simply because they got the blueprint, or because the blueprint's already in motion. You know what I mean? Unless you really, really, really want to just laser focus on yourself so you don't ever have to rely on a man ever again. But the right man will also make sure that you can still provide that for yourself while he's still taking care of you, and while he's still holding that space for you to be vulnerable and show your feelings and your emotions. But I say that because once I had realized that I had dealt with not 1, 2, 3, but 4 at least type of men, and then some other ones in between that were like, ew. Like, once I realized that like I was disappointed and let down by these men, and just none of my needs and expectations were met, my standards and boundaries were crossed. It's like, so it made me at one point be like, I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody, even if you are Elon Musk. It made me realize like I don't want to be in a relationship with none of them until I can provide myself everything that I need, everything that I've wanted, everything that will fulfill me, where I don't ever have to be in a position where I need to rely on a man. But then I caught myself. I said, no, hold on. Although you've been disappointed, you've been let down, if this man really comes into your life and he really cares to show you, I'm here to help you. Because, you know, whenever you need what it is that you want fulfilled, I don't say that even if you do get, let's say, I'm gonna just keep saying Elon Musk. At the end of the day, like, I'm not saying you need that much money, but you know, like a man that can really just give to you without you feeling stressful, or just really meet your standards and expectations. I'm not saying to just slack and not make something out of yourself just because you got the man. I still believe and strongly encourage you ladies to still make something out of yourself, whether you're single or whether you're with a provider and a protector. Just because I want y'all to feel really stable and secure within yourself at all times, no matter what. No matter if he's Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or a bum from the street. Like, I want y'all to always feel secure within yourself. And this is my message, to always feel secure within yourself and always give to yourself and do for yourself that's going to put you in that position where you're secure within yourself, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You know what I mean? I was catching myself like, yo, I'm becoming hyper independent, and I don't like that. I don't like that, because to become hyper independent means that you most likely will not accept any help from anybody else. And that's not good, because I know you've been let down, you've been disappointed and stuff, but to become hyper independent means that like you're not allowing the universe, God, to help you through individuals, if it has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like through things and people that are outside of your control. And I was like, I don't want to be that, because I'm trying to be in my feminine energy. Yes, I want to provide for myself and give for myself and put myself on that pedestal and all of that, but while also trying to be in my feminine energy and trying to attract abundance of health, wealth, love, all that stuff. But if you're too hyper independent, that means you're too hyper in your masculine energy as a female. I was like, I can still provide all this for myself, and I still will. But if God chooses that at the same time I am deserving of a provider and a protector that is connected with God, then they'll really show out for me. So instead of becoming too hyper independent and trying to be in my masculine energy and just not accepting any help from anybody, I said, I'm going to keep giving and doing and providing for myself. But if that man really does come in my life where God wants to show me like, hey, I know you can do it by yourself, but I need you to let go a little bit. I need you to relax. I brought this person to help you. This person will take you to places where you both should go. You both need to go. Help each other. Because in this world, I've realized that it's not about doing it alone. It's not always about doing it alone. Becoming hyper independent where we don't ever want to accept help from anybody. Especially being a girly, a feminine, divine, beautiful goddess that you are. That's the last thing I want you to be, because even our hormones and just how we are as women isn't meant to be hyper independent. Like, baby, you're a receiver. You're the queen. Let people come and help you. You don't need to go catch and kill every time to provide for yourself. Let it come to you. But of course, with people that have the blueprint, at least set, if not already in motion. And that's what I had to realize with myself. I'm a lover girl. I love love. And if I really can't find that individual or attract an individual that is an exact image of me, if not better, can really come in my life and match my energy and my frequency and my vibration and my goals and my dreams, like, why not? Like, we about to be lit. Like, yo, like, we about to be lit. We're about to be motivating each other. We about to be pushing each other to the fullest, because life is endless. Like, life is beautiful and there's so much to live for that I don't want to become so hyper independent where I don't accept help from anybody in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that, because God will come and help you and give you help through different ways, and not just through the ways that you want to give to yourself. And to be in your feminine energy is to let go, flow in your feminine energy, and understand that it's okay to receive help. Like, I'm sorry, like I've told myself, and like I'm going to tell you, that you've been let down. I'm sorry that you've been let down. I'm sorry that you were disappointed, you were mistreated, you were hurt, you were traumatized, but your past cannot go to where you're going in the future. You can't live both experiences and expect the same results. One hurts you, yet you're trying to be in places and areas with yourself and with others where you feel loved, where you feel appreciated, where you feel cherished. You can't have and live in both traumatized and in loving at the same time. Like, you have to let go of the things that do not serve you and start understanding that, you know what, sometimes a lot of us get hurt in the past simply because we don't know better, simply because we don't know what we want just yet with ourselves, and simply because we were never taught better sometimes even, you know. So it's life. It's life. You're gonna get hurt sometimes, but you can't let that bring you down. You can't let that put you in a cage where you just don't let anybody get in anymore, where you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable anymore. Like, because you could be missing a lot of really, really, really good potentials too, where people care. You're gonna be missing people, like, in situations where they're really here to want to help you, because they see your potential, because they see your drive, they see that you have big dreams just like them, because they see that you love and care just like them. And if that's really your nature, to really just love, care, nurture, dream big, to live life, you're not gonna hide that parts of yourself. You can't hide that parts of yourself, no matter how much you do, or else you're really just becoming miserable. You're gonna becoming sad and depressed because you're blocking in parts of yourself that you don't ever want to express to anybody else, because you feel like you're gonna be vulnerable, and you feel like you're gonna only attract those that are gonna take and take advantage of you. No, it's good that you're aware that you are nurturing, loving, caring. You dream big. You want to live life to the fullest. But it's not fair for you, as well as for others, for you to put yourself in a cage and keep blocking yourself just because you have a fear that you're going to keep attracting those that are going to take advantage of you. No, keep being you. Keep expressing yourself. Get out of your own head. Stop thinking and assuming and fearing that you're going to attract people that are not good for you. Trust me, I had to learn that myself. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be in fear. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to feel like I'm not worthy. I don't want to feel like I'm not enough. I don't want to feel none of that, because that's not being in your feminine energy. That's not even being in your most high energy, your higher divine self. Your higher divine self does not carry all of that. God doesn't want that for you. Stop attaching yourself to the past and to what has happened to you, and start looking at things that you do want. That's what I tell myself. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want. focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Because the more you focus on what you want, the more your mind becomes very clear on how you can get it, on what you can do to get it, on like the type of people that you will allow in your space and you will not allow in your space. Please, babes, I want the best for you just like how I want the best for myself. These messages that I'm giving to you guys are messages for myself too. Like, I'm learning as well, you know? And I don't want to put myself in a box, in a cage where I don't give myself the most abundance, luxurious life and experiences and stuff that life has to give. That's not my life. And I don't want that to be y'all's life either. Because what you give yourself, how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, what you do for yourself, all of that, you will attract those that are like you, because the universe, everything about you is a reflection of you. If you are hurt and you are miserable and you want to be chisty and you want to just do horrible things to yourself and to others, you're going to keep attracting that. The universe will realize this is what you're really focused on. Your energy is really going on all this stuff, so I'm going to give you more. And you can do the opposite. I want love. I want luxurious experiences. I want peace. I want joy. I want to laugh every day. I want to know that my mind is at ease, is at peace. And I want to do good for me and I want to do good for others. The universe, God is going to see, wow, your energy really is in this. I want to give you more of this. So you shall receive more of that. So I hope my message really came across someone and it helped someone in somehow, some way. But I'm here to bring awareness. I'm here to let y'all know that life is beautiful. You are beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Even all the experiences and the traumas that I've had to experience in the past is beautiful. Because without that, I wouldn't have known what I wanted. I wouldn't have known who I am, and I wouldn't be where I am today. So don't ever beat yourself up about things that have happened in the past or with other people or with yourself, whatever. We all make mistakes. Life is life. Life is just gonna life. But don't let certain circumstances hold you down. Always look at it in a way as, what did I learn from that? So that I can maybe rewrite the script into something that I want, that is going to fulfill me and that is going to align with me. I did not plan none of this like into details. It kind of just all flowed, and I love that. I love that. When I looked at the camera, it said 35:53. Period. But I feel so good sharing this with you guys. I feel so good getting this off my chest, because at the same time, like, I needed to hear this myself too. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm actually doing really, really, really well at not trying to be super hyper independent and allowing the universe and God to help me in any and all ways, because I'm a receiver. As a feminine goddess, baby, we receive. And what you receive, you then transform or transfer what you receive. That's it. Okay? So be kind to yourself. You are worthy. You are enough. You are beautiful. And you deserve all the peace, the love, the joy, the excitement, the happiness, simply because you exist. And don't ever let no bum man tell you you're not deserving of that. No matter your status or your look or your size. No. Simply because you exist. Baby, you're the one that brings the life to life. Like, you're the one that is creating. Simply because you have a kitty, you are worthy. Because these bum men would never exist if their beautiful mothers didn't create them in their belly. Like, God chose women to create babies for a reason. Is that clicking? Is that clicking? The females are the one that I need them to bring life to this beautiful world called life. So simply because you're a female, you are worthy. Simply because you exist, you are worthy. But this is really a message to my girlies, because I love you. Like, I'm a girls. Like, come on, you are worthy. I don't need you to become hyper independent. Yes, I want you guys to still have something going on for yourself. Provide everything that you need to yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all that stuff. but don't become super hyper independent during the process. Enjoy it all, love it all, whatever help comes with it. Enjoy it, experience it, have fun with it. Don't attach too much to it, because if it ever comes down to it's time up, you can't, this thing's gotta go, these people gotta go, let it go back out to the universe so you can attract more of what you need to attract to keep getting you to where you need to go. Because life is like that. Life is always in our favor. Life is always in our favor. So yeah, you guys, I just love talking to y'all. I love spreading these messages because I just know it's gonna click to someone. It's gonna click for someone, and I really pray that it does, because you are worthy and you're beautiful. You are it. Like, you are it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel. My name again is Eloisa, and thank y'all for joining my YouTube channel, Spirituality with Eloisa. Is that even the name? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the name for YouTube, because YouTube acts so weird. Like, I want it to be really easy for y'all to search up my YouTube name, but I have a TikTok page that I'm going to link eventually.